Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi here. Welcome to the first episode of the Custom Panigale series, where we take this beautiful 959 Ducati Panigale, customize it with the input of the Patreons who are supporting the series, and then give it away to one of those people who have supported the series. I'm with my beautiful girlfriend Christina K on her 2017 Yamaha R3, and we are heading over to Dado's garage, the mechanics, and we're going to start customizing this bad boy today. So yeah, stick around and stay tuned, and we'll see you over there. Christina wanted to be a part of the build, and this is about all she can bring to the table.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna surf while he lowers it. This is what goes on behind the scenes in here, in case you're ever wondering. Well played. Well played, Christina. Now get back behind the camera where you belong. Voila. Boom. Don't worry, those rear spools will be replaced. They've already been ordered. There we go. That is so freaking cool. Look how easy it is to service now. So awesome. Is it good?
Look, notice something.
Look at that. Look. What is that?
It's like a nasty booger or something.
Well, we're gonna be flushing all the fluids anyway, so that's something we'll keep in mind.
It's probably moisture. I mean, I won't know until I open and put something in there, but I don't want to get ahead of my hand. I'm so excited, like I just want to fix everything.
Okay, so first episode, what we're gonna do in this episode is figure out stuff that has to be done, things that need to be fixed. So if you don't know, this is a 2016 959 Ducati Panigale. I bought it used, and the previous owner had laid it over slightly, so it has been laid down, but you know, the local Ducati shop did service it and make sure everything was fine structurally and all that stuff, so it's just cosmetic damage. But things like the chain, I mean, I don't know when the last time this thing was serviced, if at all, right? And I think it looks like it was probably sitting outside at some point, so that is one of the things that we're gonna tackle right off the bat. Definitely gonna clean it, lube it, adjust the tension, slack, stuff like that. I don't know if he was doing burnouts with this or what, but cording in the tire is not what you want to see. This is gonna get replaced for sure, and I think since we're gonna replace that one, we'll just replace both. We'll just get a fresh set of tires, so whoever gets the bike will have a fresh set of tires. Right here is one of the parts that are going to be replaced, and actually I already have this on order. I was chatting with the Patreons, and we decided we want a clear clutch cover for sure because they look incredible, and I actually have a little surprise with that as well. So that's going to be replaced for sure. That's already on order. The rear set here, so when it was laid down, that was one of the parts that got bent. and it actually did crack the fairing as well. So we're definitely going to order rear sets. I'll probably throw up a post on the Patreon site and ask them what rear sets they want. We already have some in mind. I really like the Woodcraft one. There's Rizomas. There's a bunch of different options. We're not going to replace the fairings just yet. We're going to hold off on that just in case we do raise more money and maybe we want to either paint it or go like full carbon fiber or something super badass. Yeah. So we'll hold off on that part. You can get lower fairings, 300, 400 bucks, something like that. But again, that's a super easy bolt-on part. We can replace it anytime. That definitely hit. So we actually have some bar end mirrors. So that'll either cover this up or we'll just completely replace that part if needed. And then obviously something happened here with the turn signals because he replaced the stock ones, which break off very easily. Honestly, as easy as just running into it will sometimes break those off. And so, like I said, we got block-offs with integrated turn signals, so that's going to be going on here. Other than that, the brakes and everything look good. We're definitely going to replace the light bulbs. It comes standard with an LED strip, and I'll show you. It has a daytime running light, which is an LED strip in there. And then, for some reason, they put like regular yellow bulbs for the high beams and the low beams, which I think just looks terrible. So low beams are on the outside, which is pretty cool, and then high beams are on the inside. But again, they're both yellow. They don't match the LED strip, and in my opinion, they don't deserve to be on a bike that costs $15,000, $16,000. And again, that's something I'll chat with the Patreons about, figure out what kind of lights we want to put in there. Obviously, I want bright white, something like that. And yeah, so the other side of the bike is perfect condition. Again, rear sets will be added. Oh, windscreen. We also ordered a new windscreen. We went with the Zero Gravity SR series in light smoke because the dark smoke was sold out across the entire country. But also a bunch of the Patreons were saying they'd rather have a light smoke anyway because a lot of people want to track this bike. And if you're tucked down behind the windscreen, you want to be able to see where you're going. Unlike this guy who paints his windscreen black. And that brings us back around to the chain. Also, the exhaust system, stock exhaust actually sounds really good. I know it doesn't come across on the camera, but the exhaust is something that would come down later in the episodes, depending on how much support we get. So again, we do have some money that we can save if we do pick up an exhaust. I would love to put a full...
They're pretty salty. Entire exhausts are so expensive for this thing.
Yeah.
But I would really like to do a custom exhaust.
Yep.
It's a little tricky,
yeah,
and we have to tune it and everything, but I think it'd be sweet.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Yeah, so that's definitely an option. And also the local dealership Calps said they'd be down to let us do dyno before and after and stuff. We'd probably do a whole series or a whole episode just on the exhaust. I know the Akrapovic full titanium system drops like 10 or 11 pounds and adds 13 horsepower, so something like that could be amazing. And again, we actually have some contacts, so we might have a surprise in that area as well.
What happened?
So I opened this.
Are you supposed to order?
Okay, I opened this box and it says Aero bar and mirror. And I said, Jared, did you only order one mirror? He goes, are you fucking with me? No, there's only one fucking mirror in here.
That's all you need really though, right?
I'm not fucking with you. I was gonna do one, but...
Yeah, well, if
I
they
guess
want,
you're doing one now.
I'll send an extra one along if they want. I only like one anyway, so... Good, hey, good start to the build series.
Unit of measure each. Hey. I mean, unless this is the other mirror.
Hey, are you really working on a bike if you're not drinking? If you're not drinking, are you really wrenching on a bike? Only Dado would have one of these in the fucking garage.
I have like 3 of them.
Alright, let's go.
We're gonna measure the chain slack and see how far off it is. Looks a little loose to me, so we're gonna check it anyways and then clean it. So here on this diagram on a swing arm, and I also have it up on the computer there, it tells us the measuring point is right there,
yep,
which is this flat area right here on the bottom of the swing arm.
Yep.
From that flat area to the center of the chain where these pins are, it should be between 41 and 43 millimeters. So
yeah,
let's see where we're at. Right down here, and we're actually at 40, 46, 47.
So it needs a little tight.
Yeah.
This is Dado, guys. It's literally like, do you have enough brushes?
We want to use nylon. You don't want to use metal. Why? Well, metal scratches shit, right? Yeah. So the chain actually has little O-rings, and those O-rings can get damaged. I like to use nylon because it won't damage anything, and if you accidentally scratch the frame or something, and you know, metal's corrosive.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I just said that for, but metal's corrosive. We're gonna use this.
Just scratch the shit out of everything.
Scratch the shit out of everything. Chain's already fucked, so.
Is this whole thing filled with tools? I'm sure that's gonna be everyone's first question.
So the shop is still getting built and a lot of my tools are still in boxes, but it's primarily filled with a lot of tools.
That's ridiculous. Pull up in one of these. Look how OCD he is.
It's not as nice as some people's stuff.
Pull
but
the next one up.
I don't wrench.
Dude, I've been watching YouTube videos for years and I've never seen anyone have a garage that's this beautiful. I can tell you that right now. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
We're showing Dado's pops the Panigale. This is the first one he really saw in person. Do you want to start up?
It's your first time exhausting in a bottom.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I know it's
Factory.
before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Factory, yeah.
Factory exhaust. Isn't that crazy?
Oh.
Those Italians know what they're doing, huh?
I'm too sober. All right, go.
I'm too sober.
So we're cleaning the chain. Nylon brush. Jared's gonna spin it really slowly, and I'm just gonna make sure that this cleaner gets in there. Let it sit a little bit and brush it as we go along. We're gonna check the O-rings and then we're gonna lube it.
That's my favorite part.
Lube. That's everybody's favorite part. Alright guys, so we cleaned the chain as much as we could. You can still see a little bit of surface rust on there. We didn't want to scrub on it too hard. I used the nylon brush first to clean everything off. We used the soft bristle metal brush to try to get some of this surface stuff off. I rubbed on it lightly.
Actually looks a lot better.
It looks a lot better. Yeah. It's not 100% obviously, if, you know, it's got some surface rust on there. We're going to use this Motul Motorcycle Care chain lube. So we're going to lube that up right now, and then we'll move on to tightening the chain.
What the hell is that wrench you're holding?
It's a 1-inch drive fucking socket set.
You can put together fucking monster truck tires with that thing.
I don't need this, but I like using it because it's badass.
It makes you feel like a man. Just adjusting the slack here on the chain. What'd you do, 3 turns on each side?
Yeah. So from factory they have this painted here, and I just went off of these lines on this nut. We loosened this jam nut, and I turn it 3 notches, and then I'm going to tighten this down, and we're going to check the chain slack.
All right, Dado's good. As you can see right there, 41. We wanted it to be at the tightest spec because once you ride it around a little bit, it's probably going to loose up just a little bit, and then it'll be right in between the 41 and the 43.
And once Jared rides the bike, we're going to bring it back in and check the chain tension and make sure that it's up to spec, and then we'll go from there. Now it's nice and tight. We're going to make sure that the jam nut and everything is tight, and that's pretty much it for that.
And move on to the next one.
Next thing.
All right, I'd say we do the tail kit next.
Let's do the tail kit.
Let's get rid of that piece of shit. The ladies are back here ordering us some food. Hey, say hi, ladies.
Hi.
So, first thing we got to do is get this monstrosity of a tail kit off that completely ruins the lines of the rear Panigale. Like, why? So we're gonna take this bad boy off, and then we'll get the NRC fender eliminator and license plate on there in 1 second, so stay tuned.
Fishing for bolts sucks dick. I don't.
No, we're not cutting that.
God damn it. Alright, so use a magnet. Look at that shit.
How cool is that? That's awesome.
Sorry, I get vulgar. So we disassembled the tail end, at least the bottom of it so far. We're gonna box this up for the next owner, whoever that is. It's one of you guys.
Yeah.
And what I like to do, cut this shit.
Hold on, if you go back.
Okay.
So we're taking the tail end apart, the gay shit hanging here. So once this is off, what I like to do is bitch at them because they keep fucking talking. We're removing this ugly factory tail section here with the turn signals and stuff. So we undid everything. Everything kind of comes apart. and a whole bunch of bolts holding it all together. We're gonna unplug it, and we're gonna get the nice tail tidy in there. One thing I like to do, especially for the new owner, it's one of you guys, is get all the bolts together, and I'm gonna get little Ziploc baggies and label everything. So if you wanna put this back together, you can just take the bags out and know where every nut and bolt goes, and we'll kind of label everything for you. So one product that I have is these mag mats. They're very strong magnets, they're like 13 pounds a piece, and you can just take all your bolts and they stick right through that. And this sticks as well, and they bend. If you guys want to check it out, we'll link the company. Yeah. It's MagPro. They come in different sizes. Here's the little ones. I'll show you guys. I got some big ones too. And you can bend them, contour them, put them around the areas. They'll even fit on things like round shapes, and you just put nuts and bolts on there. They're awesome. That is really cool. Made in the USA, right here in central Pennsylvania. We'll link it down below. Check it out.
Oh yeah. So we went with the new Rage Cycle fender eliminator. It includes a license plate light right there, yep, and then 2 turn signals, and then it covers up all this stuff under here. So yeah, and then it just completely shows off the rear end of the bike, which is what you always want to see.
I got some of these 6mm Allen keys, but these suckers are in there. So I got some of my air tools out. We're gonna remove this. This is a bitch. Look at you have to get all the way underneath.
He wired air into the fucking garage.
Yeah, it's in the garage. So
I took care of that.
That's out. No
more fucking around here.
To get the bolts from behind and underneath here, I just use a swivel. Jaret calls it like a limp dick swivel, but you can actually get underneath at an angle and get those out, and it makes it so much easier.
That would have been a bitch and a half.
Hey buddy! Hi!
Hey, are you filming? Filming?
Look at it!
I'm using air tools for the first time, guys. I'm gonna break somebody's Panigale.
Wait, Jaret has never used air tools in his life. I'm hoping, maybe you should wear safety goggles or something. All right, go ahead.
That was the best experience of my life.
And now, the bike won't start.
Guys, the fucking rear sets on the Panigale serve as a Game of Thrones helmet.
That's not a helmet.
Game of Thrones helmet? What is it? It's some sort of Viking. Look at that. Just don't let it fall off and scratch the bike, or I'll kill myself.
Okay, watch, guys. I'm gonna let this fall.
No.
So Jaret can kill us.
No.
Are you riding this home, Jaret?
Yeah, I'm riding this bitch home. We're just getting started. There you go.
Even better.
Now it looks like a lamb. Lamb horns. Look at it swinging. That is awesome.
Look at the balls on that dog.
On bikes, having like a warm evening. One of my favorite things in the world.
Why don't you share the pizza with your best bud right there?
I don't think Dozer needs any more pizza. Look at him. Hey, when's the last time you went for a workout, Dozer? Huh?
He's like, I don't understand that language, but can you give me a pizza?
Cleaning and waxing this bitch. Oh.
Jared's doing the hard work while I wrench.
Dado's working on the tail kit. Oh, that's one clean Panigale right there. Oh.
It's cool, dropped out.
Oh, thank God. You gotta keep the white clean. That's one thing about white. It's a bitch. So it's not on yet, but we just wanted to plug it in. Dado took a guess, and let's see if he's right. So what do you want, left? Yeah. And it worked.
Check this out. Yeah. Really nice white light for the license plate. We got the NRC license plate bracket on. Cleaned up.
Rear pegs removed.
Yeah, rear pegs removed. So.
And then let's do the right hand side.
Right hand side. That's bright.
Sorry. Looks so good. Look at that. So clean. That's right. All right, let's take off the double-sided tape and then we'll
tee off. That should be good.
There was a bolt. There was a bolt that came with the NRC undertail kit, and it was long as shit, and it actually comes up back into where the toolkit goes basically, and it was sticking up so far that we couldn't fit the toolkit in there. So Dado went ahead, as you saw in the last clip, and chop the shit out of that bitch.
There's two pieces of double-sided tape to hold this on.
Yep.
We're gonna put this bolt right through there to make sure it's anchored perfect, and we're pretty much done with that tonight.
Yeah, and then we're good to go. All right, so that's the end of episode 1, guys. We don't have exact things that we're doing in every episode. We're just gonna kind of roll with the punches. Once I think that we have enough footage and it's not too long, then we'll kind of cut it there, and then as parts come in and stuff like that. First episode, we went over the bike, talked about stuff that we're gonna have to replace, made a nice list over there, and then started doing some maintenance stuff. Clean and lube the chain, adjusted the chain tension, and you can see it just looks absolutely amazing compared to what it did look. I thought we were gonna have to replace that, and we still might in the future, but at least now we've got a nice chain going there and everything's clean. Got rid of the fender, makes me so freaking happy. You can see how amazing that looks. Added the license plate bracket, and we also got rid of the rear passenger pegs. This area just looks so good. I wiped the entire bike down while Dado was doing stuff and working on it, so now the bike's totally clean and waxed and just looking badass, right? Dado finally got the wrench on a Ducati.
So nice.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome, dude. They're such works of art. The closer you get in on them, man, the more you just really appreciate them. So, yeah, that's the end of episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want to support the series and be entered for a chance to win this 959 Panigale, head on over to the Patreon site. It'll be the first link in the description. I'll throw it up on the screen right here. It's just patreon.com/JaretCampisi. And hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more, because we're just getting started on this bad boy.